dear students, hope you are safe at your place. In today's class, we are going to learn about the part of speech adjectives. Usually the certain parts of adjectives are integral. Noun and verbs are needed to make a complete sentence, and with a firm understanding of these parts of speech, we can move into the world of adjectives and adverbs. We have modifiers that dress up the most integral parts of our everyday language. So adjectives in particular pair up with nouns, and they describe the words, or we can say the noun. They describe, modify or quantify a noun or pronoun in a sentence. They answer to questions: how many, what kind, and which one. For example, he saw 5 girls wearing the same coat. How many girls? 5. So here the word 5 is the describing word that describes the noun girls. And in the next sentence we have, he organized a small party for his friends. The word small is describing the party. So what kind of party he organized? He organized a small kind of party. So the word that answer the question how many and what kind of are known as describing words or adjectives. So we have these modifiers that dress up the most integral parts of our everyday language, as I told you earlier. So it's their job to modify the nouns, pronouns, and even other adjectives. So this takes us from the girl to the pretty girls, girls to the 5 girls in number. So given these importance, there are several different type of adjectives. So let's dive right into this multifaceted world. So first of all, we have attributive adjectives, predicate adjectives, definite and indefinite adjective, possessive adjective, demonstrative adjective, indefinite adjective, numeral and interrogative adjective, in which the first two are known as descriptive adjective. As the name suggests, that describe the noun and pronoun. In fact, descriptive adjective can be attributive adjectives and predicate adjectives, and the further are known as limiting adjectives. Limiting means they limit the noun being described. Generally, there are 9 type of limiting. Limiting adjectives. A few are written here, and now we are going to discuss about them in detail. So I hope you understand. Adjectives are the words that describe or modify other words, making your writing or speaking much more specific and a whole lot more interesting. So the words like small, blue, sharp are the descriptive, and they are the examples of adjective, because adjectives are used to identify or quantify individual people and unique things. They are usually positioned before the noun or pronoun that they modify. So we will all discuss about the position of adjective later on. So let's see these adjectives in detail. So here is our first type of adjective, attributive. Attributive adjective talk about the specific traits, qualities or feature of the noun they modify, and in other words they are used to discuss the attributes. So there are different kind of attributive adjectives, like observation adjectives such as real, perfect, best, interesting, beautiful, cheapest. It indicates the value or talks about the subjective measures. And another type of attributive adjective is that discuss about the size and shape, like physical properties of something, that included like small, large, square, round, poor, wealthy, etc. And another we have age adjective that talk about the age of the noun in numbers, in general ages, like old, young, new, 5-year-old, 6-year-old, like that. Next we have color adjective, like that talk about the color, like pink, yellow, blue. And origin of the noun, that talk about the origin of the noun, place, person, or anything. Like for example, American, Canada, who lives in Canada, his origin. What will be his origin? Canadian, Mexican, French, etc. And another we have material adjectives, that also discuss about the attribute, like what kind of material the noun is made up of. For example, it include cotton, gold, silver, etc. And next we have qualifier, that tell us about the quality of the noun, that make the noun more specific. For example, uh, the pillow cover, the luxury car, etc. So for example, let's see some example here. In this example, the flowers has nice smell. So the word nice is a describing word which is used for the word smell. It is showing the clear attribute. What kind of smell it is? It is discussing about the attribute of this noun. It is nice. Similarly, the chatter made the room noisy. So noisy is the adjective word that has come after the noun, that has come behind the noun, but here it has come before the noun. So one more thing that should be clear about attributive adjectives, that they appear directly beside the noun and most commonly before, and are called the attributive because they attribute a quality to the noun they modify. In the present example, the nice is an attributive adjective as it is placed before a noun, and noisy, this is also an example in which attributive adjective appears directly behind the noun. So let's move further and do our next adjective. Next we have predicate adjectives. Adjectives which appear after a linking verb are predicative adjective because they form part of the predicate. As we know, in predicate verbs are included. So when after these linking verbs, there are some linking verbs, is, am, are, was and were. So when after these linking verb any adjective appears, so that adjective modifies the subject. So this is known as predicative adjective. Adjectives that pop up after the linking verb is known as predicate adjective. Examples are given here. The pickles are salty and we are rich. So notice each of these adjectives is modifying the subject of the sentence, like the pickles and we. So they are the trickier to spot because to identify because they come after the verb instead of before the noun, but they are still a member of adjective tribe. So these two were the distributive adjective. So now we are going to read about our limiting adjectives. So articles also work as an adjective. There are two types of articles, definite article and indefinite article. There is only one definite article, that is the, and when used before a noun, it specifies a particular noun as opposed to any one. For example, please give me a banana. I would like the one which with the green stem. Means I want that one, that specific banana which is with the green stem. So the is used as an adjective here. In next we have indefinite article, a or an. There are two indefinite article and they point to a general noun. These are used with a noun when a specific noun is not being pointed at. It means when it is general noun. For example, let's go on an adventure. It means any adventure. It is not specifying the noun, any specific adventure, but any adventure. And so next we have possessive adjectives. The possessive adjectives my, her, his, your, its and are modify the nouns by showing the ownership or possession. So these are the most used possessive adjective. These: my, his, her, our, their, your, etc. So it suggests the belongingness of something to someone or something. So it indicates the possession and ownership. All these adjectives always come before a noun. Unlike the possessive pronoun, these words also demand a noun after them. For example, I forgot my key at home. So the word here, my, is showing the possession of the noun over the noun. So my is the possessive adjective, and after many years they return to their homeland. So this is also showing the possession or ownership, and it comes before the noun. So this is possessive adjective. So next we have demonstrative adjective. The demonstrative adjective: this, that, these, those, and what. These are identical to demonstrative pronoun also, but these are used identically to modify the noun also, but these are the adjective. Actually, a demonstrative adjective directly refers to something or someone, and it includes this word, these words, this, that, these, those. A demonstrative pronoun works alone without any noun. It comes alone, but adjective always comes before the word that it modifies. So here are some example. That dog. Dog is a noun, and that is used before noun to modify it. So it is working as an adjective here. So this word is working as an adjective here, but because it is used to modify the noun, to demonstrate the particular noun, to making it specific. Similarly, in these books are too expensive means they are specifying the books and modifying this noun. So these are known as demonstrative adjectives. So I hope that demonstrative adjective and pronoun difference is clear to you. In pronoun, these words come alone. They do not proceed with the noun, but adjective proceed with the noun, and after these words definitely a noun will come, and that noun will be modified by these demonstrative adjectives. So let's move ahead, and now we have interrogative adjective. An interrogative adjective asks questions through the words which or what, and it is like an interrogative pronoun, but when it modifies a noun rather than standing on its own, then it is considered as interrogative adjective. An interrogative adjective must be followed by a noun or pronoun, as it is seen in the example. The interrogative word which is followed by a noun. After the interrogative adjective, we must have a noun to which it is modifying. Which form do you use? So the interrogative adjectives are like words like which, what, whose will not be considered as adjective if a noun does not follow right after them. Okay, so if there is no noun, means if there is a verb after these words, then it is not considered as the adjective. But when it is followed by any noun and the noun come exactly after these words, then they are considered as interrogative adjective. And when these words stand alone on its own without any noun, means after these words any verb comes, then they are considered as interrogative pronoun, not as an adjective. But when they are followed by any noun, then they are considered as adjectives. So next we have indefinite adjective. It is also similar to indefinite pronoun, but when it modifies a noun, then it is considered as adjective. So same thing is repeating. And the word indefinite means which is not definite, means about which we are not sure, means we are not giving a specific giving a specific amount, specific number of the noun, but we are giving estimation. We are giving an estimation, like all children should be taught to swim. Here the word all is modifying the word children, and children is a noun, and the modifying word all is known as indefinite adjective, because here we are not giving the exact number of the children, but we are giving just an estimation. All means which are appeared how many are appeared, those all should be taught to swim. And there were a few people at the back of the hall. So easily we can identify the indefinite word, a few, indefinite, about which is not showing the certainty. A few, it is uncertain, means we are not sure about it how many they were in number, but we are just here estimating that there were a few people. A few people, people is a noun, so this word is considered as indefinite adjective. So indefinite adjective describe or modifies a noun unspecifically, and they provide indefinite or unspecific information about the noun. As I told you, they do not explain the clear number. The common identified indefinite adjectives are a few, many, much, most, all, any, each, every, either, several, some, nobody, etc. So I can give some more example, like I gave some candy to her. Some means I did not explain the exact number, but I just estimated here some candies. Those were some in numbers, those were small in size number. So these are the indefinite adjective, and they always come before a noun. So next type of adjective we have numeral adjectives that modify the noun by numbering it. So these are of two types, cardinal number adjectives or ordinal adjectives. So cardinal adjectives states how many and how much, and they are also known as quantitative adjective that describe the quantity of something. So now we don't just have to have a noun or pronoun, we can also answer the question how much or how many. So this turn words like one, two and so on into these adjectives. But really any quantity that is providing further information about a noun constitute a quantitative noun, or we can say the cardinal adjective. For example, she has two children. She has two children. So the word two is giving the number of the children, means of the noun. It modifying the noun by giving the exact number. It's stating how many children she has, two. So I hope to have 6 puppies. How many puppies? 6 puppies. So similarly, the next ordinal adjective, they indicate the position of the noun in a series, and these are also known as sequence adjectives. Sequence adjectives are akin to quantitative adjectives, and instead of specifying 2 children or 6 puppies, you can assign an order to your number. For example, ordinal numbers like this is my 15th sweater. He ate the 3rd hot dog. We also have other adjectives that illustrate the order of things without using a specific number, like I will watch the later show. This is my next book. So we did not here indicate the number, but we have indicated the position in the series. This is my next book. I am telling you for the last time. So this is also indicating the position of the noun. So there are many more examples of such kind of adjective which do not specify the numbers but indicate the position of the noun. So you will just have to remember that when a number or sequence is being allocated to a noun, then you have a sequence adjective or ordinal adjective. So I hope you understand about adjective, that adjectives are the describing words and they describe or modifies noun and pronoun in a sentence. It normally indicates the quality, quantity, content, size, shape, duration, feelings, etc. about the noun. Adjective usually provide relevant information about the nouns and pronoun they modify, and they also answer the questions like what kind, how many, which one, how much. Adjective enrich your writing actually by adding the precisions and originality to it. For example, I loved that red car. So which one? If we are getting easily answer, that red car. Which one? Which one car? That red. So these two words are known as adjectives.